94 Rocks The Dark. It is that time to get to know a band we play here on The Dark. And tonight, this guy, we saw him last year at the 4th annual End of Summer Bash. We're talking about Johnnie Fingers from Sons on Fire. How you doing, Johnny?
The crowd goes nuts. Hey, man, what's going on?
That's exactly what it sounded like when you were out there that night, wasn't it?
Oh, that was awesome, man.
That
was a great show.
Have you recovered from that show yet?
No, but we haven't played anything that good yet either.
That's awesome to hear. That is awesome to hear. Hey, what has the guys from Sons on Fire been up to? Of course, I know you've got a brand new song that we'll talk about in a little bit, but I know you've had a little bit of a lineup change since the last time we saw you up here in central Minnesota. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we got Josh and Sean. Sean on guitar, Josh on vocals. You know, we lost our singer soon after we did that show. His voice, went out on him, and we instantly went out and started looking for another one because he said he wasn't going to recover for 6 months or more, and he said, I'm just going to have to step away. And we said, well, we got to keep moving forward. So we really went out there. We went all across the country and checked out a few guys, and we're working. And then all of a sudden we stumbled across Josh right there in San Diego, right here at home, and he seemed to be the guy that made it all happen. So we ran with him, and then we actually got Sean before that. And we're just writing away and working in the studio, doing a couple gigs here and there. We played a couple with at Moonshine Beach with Saving Abel and Puddle of Mud. We did some tantric just here and in LA. So we're looking forward to get back to the Midwest, though.
Hey, that's great that you guys got a chance to play Saving Abel, because obviously they were supposed to play our show that night. Unfortunately, some things came up. They couldn't do so, and you guys did a phenomenal job with that. How was it playing with the guys from Saving Abel since you got that chance finally?
Oh, awesome. They're a bunch of great guys. They really are. And they just killed it. They killed it.
Yeah, they did. We were fortunate enough to get them back this past year, and they played a June show up here, so that was really cool. Hey,
I know. I wanted to be there too.
I know. Hey, let's go back a little bit before the latest song, Rise, and the song Just a Man. That's the song that really kind of puts you guys on the map on rock radio. Are you still getting a lot of vibe off that song? I know you've kind of changed up a little bit of maybe your sound compared to what that was to what you are now, but is that song still a song that definitely stands out when it comes to people knowing about, obviously, Sons on Fire?
Well, if you remember, it was Faded that actually was getting all the traction. But Just a Man actually ended up getting more plays than Faded. It started getting a lot more traction after we were done. After, we were taking a little bit of break trying to regroup. But yeah, those two songs are, they had a little bit more of a Southern feel to them, being hard rock and all still, but, we've kind of gone a little heavier now. I still like to try to get that little Southern twang in there because, Trevor, he's that good old boy with that style of guitar playing. John's more of a, just straight ahead rock and roll, what do I want to say, alternative style guitar player. And of course I'm, just a heavy metal basher from way back. So well, we got a pretty good influence spread here with everybody.
Yeah. And Bill just beats on the drums, whatever it needs to be, right?
No, he just cooks up dogs for us. We program the drums.
Wow, he's going to love hearing that, isn't he?
Oh, he is. He's laughing right now, I guarantee it.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Hey, let's talk about this song, Rise, and that. And kind of give us, you mentioned it, you've kind of gone to maybe a little bit heavier side of things. I personally like it, and I think a lot of our listeners here on 94 Rocks, that's kind of how we kind of skew a little bit, is towards maybe the heavier side of things. Tell us about the makeup of this song, Rise.
Well, cool, yeah. It's all about rising above adversity, There's a lot of things in this world that, come across each one of our lives where we just have a hard time dealing with it, and you just got to tell yourself to step up and rise above it and get back to work and, forget all the pettiness and don't worry about things as much and, just stand up for what you believe and get going and have faith in yourself and, rise, brother,
Yeah, it seems like rock radio is starting to really grab this song, aren't they?
Yeah, it's doing good. I mean, it actually, we put it out a couple weeks ago, but it actually just hit radio all over the place December 2nd.
Right. Yeah. Well, we were the ones that had it way earlier, though. We had it way earlier, though. I don't know.
Some of you people were a little bit more blessed than others.
Yeah, I think we had it November 2nd is when we actually had it here. So I do feel that way. So we kind of were the test run of it, and it did very well. It won our Rock in the Dark New Music Poll, so that means you're in our regular rotation during the day, and people are jamming to it now here in central Minnesota. So what is the future for 2023, I guess, for Sons on Fire?
Well, the first thing we've got is in Biloxi, Mississippi. We've got a pretty big festival there that one of the rock stations is putting on, and L.A. Lloyd is involved with that. So we're going to hit South by Southwest on the way there. We're probably going to go through Arizona and go through Texas and do the South by Southwest and go to Biloxi, Mississippi, and try to hit a few over there just for like a week or two. And then we're definitely getting back. We got to figure some things out. Our new record label, Curtain Call, they're going to be setting us up with some festival dates throughout 2023. We've got some things in May that are set up already. I don't know the particulars about all that yet. I'm just working in the studio, getting ready for March.
Yeah. Well, John and Gigi are amazing at Curtain Call, so you're in good hands with them.
Oh, love them. Yeah.
And obviously. Yeah. Album, is that something that's in the works too? Is there going to be an album that's going to be released? Where are we on that?
It's probably going to be an EP. We've got the second song that's already ready to be released. We're just letting Rise do its tracks, and the next song is called Collapse. And
so you go Rise, and then you go Collapse.
Yeah.
You almost should have reversed that. You should have had the Collapse first, and then you Rise.
The thing is, we really talked about it, and everybody, Collapse is a really, really good song. You're going to love it. But I thought, this was my thoughts on it, is that, Rise is a heavier song, and I think it was going to, translate over to the crowd going, hey, wow, listen to what these guys are doing now. But then we're going to come out with Collapse that it's more musical and a little bit more melodic, but yet it's still heavy too. And oh man, it's a banger. Let me tell you, you're gonna love it. So I didn't want to I thought that Collapse is a better song, and I didn't want to put out the better song first and then follow up with Rise.
Okay. Hey, that's all right. It's you're leading to the climax, is what you're doing.
Yeah, but I didn't even think about the wording of it. Rise to Collapse.
It's okay.
Well, you guys started off good, but then you collapsed.
Hey, that's okay. Hey, we're talking to Johnnie Fingers, obviously Sons on Fire. They were here last year for the 4th annual End of Summer Bash, and I know there's a lot of people that would love to have you guys back here again. Are you planning on doing any touring maybe up in the upper Midwest here this year?
Well, absolutely. I mean, that's our favorite place to be, and, that's where our biggest fan base is. I do believe we're going to be playing Taste of Madison in Wisconsin.
Nice.
I forget what time of year that is, but we've got a bunch of stuff that our management, Chris and Bill, are working on to put together, and obviously whatever Curtain Call is going to do, all that stuff's being worked out with Chris. They usually don't bother us with that kind of stuff, so we can just continue to work on the new music, and then they feed us little bits here and there about next shows coming up.
Absolutely. So the holidays are here. Christmas is coming up. What's Christmas like in San Diego? I'm not from there. A lot of people have never been there. So tell us obviously, isn't it always like 70 degrees and sunny every day in San Diego?
I was just going to say, yeah, it's like summer. I'll be swimming.
You'll be on the beach scouting out the gals, won't you?
Yeah, looking for the new models for the video coming up.
That's true. That is true. What does Johnnie Fingers do for Christmas? Do you have any traditions or anything?
No, I've got family here in San Diego that I spend Christmas with, and just pretty much hang out.
Man, very cool.
Just on a few days there, and have fun and eat a lot of food and trade those gifts, and then get back to work.
Any particular gifts you're hoping for this year?
Yeah, a bigger tour.
Well, that's coming. That's coming.
Yeah, I mean that's That's everything I do is based around that. You know, I positioned myself in life to where I want to play on the road. I want to get out there on the road. I've always recorded. I've always worked in studios, and I've done all that. But you know, I love being out there on the road and mingling with the fans and all you guys at the radio stations and everything like that, and the clubs. I love the whole scene. It's just so much fun.
Well, I have to say this to you, a special shout out from Corey, Courtney, and the entire staff at the Silver Bullet Bar and Grill. They wanted to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you and to the entire band, Sons on Fire, and they're excited to maybe see you sometime in the future.
Awesome. Love those people too, man. They were great.
They were.
When we first showed up there, they showed us that how they had Faded on the jukebox there, and they turned it on, and the whole bar was singing it.
Yeah, and you guys liked having a little video up there with all the gals up on stage, too. That was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was great.
Hey, if more people want more information about Sons on Fire, how can they get that, Johnny?
Well, anything through our Facebook or Instagram. You got Sons on Fire Official with YouTube and everything like that. So, of course, everything's out on Spotify now, so if everybody wants to put that on their playlist, go to Spotify and look up Sons on Fire. And, go to our Facebook page, Sons on Fire, everything Sons on Fire.
Awesome, Johnny. Hey, happy holidays. Say hi to the guys, and looking forward to seeing you guys in 2023, okay?
All right, Jay-Z, man. Great rapping with you, bro.
Hey, once again, that's Johnnie Fingers. He's from Sons on Fire. Their latest song is Rise. It's a banger. It's on the dark. It's on 94 Rocks.